Hi everyone, it's Mio here, and today I'm going to do a highly requested tutorial. A lot of you guys asked me to please show you how I made these adorable miniature wedding cakes after posting a photo on Instagram. So today I'm more than happy to show you guys how I made these adorable little charms. And as a lot of you guys know, I like to wear my pieces, so I actually turned this into a necklace. This is probably my most favorite creation so far, so I'm going to show you guys how to make it. Let's get started. Start off with a mint green piece of clay. Now this is going to be the base of my cupcake, but you can use whatever color you want. I just think mint green is a really pretty color for a wedding cake. Flatten this into a pancake. It's going to have a width of about 7 to 8 millimeters. You don't want it to be too thin. I'm using a cutter to help shape a circle for my 2 tiers, but if you don't have a cutter, you can use anything around the house. You can use a pen cap, a highlighter cap, whatever that has a nice round shape to it. Or if you have nothing, you can really just roll this with your hands. I bought these clay cutters from Etsy, but you probably can get them at any craft store. So make sure you make 2 tiers, 1 large circle and 1 smaller circle. After I punched it out, you can see there's an indentation left, so I'm going to use that to be the part that's covered by the second tier on the top. Make sure you smooth out the edges and gently position the top tier on top of your bottom tier. To have a really nice wedding cake, you really want to make sure that this is really well centered. If it's off-centered a little bit, it doesn't look as nice. With some white pieces of clay, I rolled them into long thin snakes, and I'm forming a nice little lace all the way around the bottom tier. I know this is kind of a duh statement, but you can decorate your wedding cake however you want. This is how I did mine specifically. So once you're happy with the position, I'm going to form crisscross shapes on the top tier. All I'm using is a clay tool, and I'm forming parallel lines diagonally across the top tier and then again at a 90-degree angle. You want to make sure each of these lines are evenly spaced apart so it looks professional and really neat. The most time-consuming part of this tutorial is actually forming the lace on the bottom of each tier. So all I did is take a white piece of clay and chop off small pieces of white clay. You want to make sure that they're all about the same size. Small things such as making each of the little circles nice and round and even can make the cake look very professional. All you have to do is position each of the little circles on the bottom of each tier. As you can see, our wedding cake is coming along together and the base is pretty much done so far. So what we're going to do is move on to the top. To form the nice flowers, I'm going to take some peachy orange clay and flatten this as thin as possible. And with a really small cutter, I'm going to punch out a lot of small circles to form the petals of the roses. Take a small tiny piece of clay, roll it into a little small cone and place it either on top of a toothpick or something to help hold support. With each of the small circles that you punched out, you're going to form a slight curve and gently position it all around the clay that you stuck on your little stick. Keep adding the petals in layers, and you can make your roses as large as you want or as small as you want. You can even give your rose a little more depth and color by dusting on some chalk pastels to give it a gradient color effect if you want. But this is what the flowers I've chosen to look like, and I put on 3 different sizes of flowers on the very top. For some leaves, I'm taking some green clay. It's actually a different colored green from the wedding cake. It's a little more yellowy green, and I just formed some dents to make it look more like a leaf and position them all around the roses. If you would like to make your piece into a charm, now is a perfect time to insert the eyelet and bake your cake in the oven. Alright, so once your cake is done baking, I'm going to take some sequins. These are itty bitty pearls, and I'm taking some really small white ones and placing them in between the laces to add a little more decorative effect. With some microbeads or caviar beads, I bought these from Michaels. You can position them in the intersections of each of the crosses. Give your roses and your leaves a little more shine, and your cake is all done. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and thank you so much for putting this in a request for me to make. If you want more videos like these, please subscribe and hit the like button. If you want to follow me on Instagram, my username is FlyingMio, and thanks for watching everyone. Good luck and have fun crafting. Bye!